दिशा मैम ओम। नहीं नहीं उनको
down. Inhale up and exhale down.
आपका स्क्रीन बड़ा कीजिए प्लीज।
Inhale up and exhale down. Is this fine?
आपका
Inhale
स्क्रीन
up.
फुल स्क्रीन में लाइए प्लीज।
Exhale down. Let's do again. Repeat 2 more times. पूर्वा जी ये ठीक है ना सब?
नहीं आपका फुल स्क्रीन नहीं आ रहा है दिशा मैम। एक मिनट। आपका कौन आप आपका स्क्रीन में क्लिक करिए ना, डबल क्लिक प्लीज, तो आपका फुल स्क्रीन दिखेगा।
नहीं मैंने तो किया है इधर।
तो मेरे को मेरे साइड नहीं दिखता है, इसलिए तो देखता हूँ। चलो
अपूर्वा जी।
जी मैम जी।
Are
अपूर्व
you able to see me?
फुल स्क्रीन दिखता है दिशा मैम का? नहीं आवाज।
Now let's do neck rotation. Let's go up and down. Inhale up and down. One more time. Let's do counterclockwise or anti-clockwise neck rotations. Inhale up, exhale down. One last time. And then let's do something for our shoulders. So just rotate only the shoulders and the shoulder joint. This is clockwise, going from front to back. And now let's do anti-clockwise or back to front. Now let's do full arm rotations, back front, full arm rotations. So let's go right. And then inhale. So let's do some side bends. Try and bend as much as possible in the side. Now let's do back and front bend. So let's hold on to our shoulders. And then inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and Exhale down. Then spread your legs a bit.
Recording in progress.
Inhale up and down. Yes, and now let's move on to the next one, which is twisting. So maybe you can take it up against a wall or any sort of railing that you have. So let's bend our legs at the knees a bit, and he's holding on to the railings and he's holding it a bit. Yes, Aditya, I think you can see it. We are now doing twisting. You can also do it against the wall. I can see Shivangi standing. Aditya, you can do some twisting. Or those of you who have no support, you can just do a simpler version. Simple twisting. We can do this simple twisting for those of you who cannot take support. Now let's move on to some hip rotation. Nicely, big circles, back and front. If you want, you can bring space between your legs a bit. If you're losing your balance, you can bring some space in between your feet. Now the other side. Anti-clockwise. And now something for the legs. Let's do some kicking. To remove any sort of tension that you have accumulated during the day. And now the other leg. Now let's do some ankle rotation, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And the other leg. And anti-clockwise again. Now let's move on to Surya Namaskar. So please get ready. So let's start with step 1, which is inhale, exhale at the heart center. Then 2, raise your arms up and back. Exhale, 3. Bend the plank position or in mountain pose. And then asana, inhale and exhale, back Baddhasana. And then left leg in front, right leg in front. The கால் கொண்டு வா முன்னாடி. அடுத்து and then up and then back to heart center. So this is one round. Now we'll do with the other leg. Let us start. Step 1, step 2, 3, exhale, 4, inhale with the left leg back and then right leg back And then into Ashtanga Namaskar all the way to the ground. Bhujangasana, upper body up. As you inhale, exhale, get into Parvatasana. And your right leg in front, then your left leg in front. And then raise up, bend a bit at the back, and then back to Namaskar Mudra. So now, some of the warm-ups. Now we will start with our first final compulsory asana. So it is Kurmasana. I will share the PowerPoint later on. So right now, for Kurmasana, we will do some warm-up exercise, but for that particular asana. So for Kurmasana, let us stretch our legs. This is also sometimes called as the frog position. I hope all of y'all can see. This will help you with the stretching because Kurmasana is about stretching your legs out. As you can see, he has kept both the knees on the ground and in front, he is putting all the weight on his forearms. So if you can do that, both the sides, the knees are stretched out. So you will get some sort of a stretch in your inner thighs. So initially you can start with 10 seconds, then 20, then 30. Slowly you can increase it to 1 minute. For those of you who can't do it, you can also take a cushion and you can sit on that as well and do. So initially right now, we have one cushion. So he's just placing one knee above the cushion. You can always place 2 cushions below your knees. Now you can remove this. And those of you who can do it without the cushions, you can do it in the manner that was shown earlier. Marudi Panniru. So he places the forearms on the ground and both the knees are. So you need to sit, raise your arms up and then bend down and try and touch your feet. So this you can do it in a little faster manner just to improve your strength and flexibility. So up and down. You can use a railing or you can use a wall or any sort of a chair also you can take or any table. And then bend down. So these are for your shoulder blades and for your arms, which will help you in Kurmasana, our first compulsory asana. So please observe that he is getting into the first compulsory asana, which is Kurmasana. As you can see, the key points are that the toes have to be pointed out, the hand and the fingers have to be straight and on the ground. The arm you can see is on the ground again. The chin should be on the ground. Similarly, on the other side, the toes have to be pointed. And I'm not able to show you here, but I'll try to place the camera as much closer as possible. There should be no gap between your upper body and the ground. So try to place your upper body closer to the ground as much as possible. If you're a beginner, it might take a while. You can always keep a cushion just below your chest on the ground. Slowly, as you keep practicing, over a few months, you will be able to touch your upper body towards the ground. So basically, the key points are there should be no gap between the upper body and the ground. So your chest, your stomach, your shoulders also have to be on the ground, including the chin. The gaze is towards the front and the arms are straight, as you can see. Arms are straight on the ground, fingers are together and pointed. Similarly with the toes. Right? So now we will go back slowly. So if you want, we can do it again. Only thing is, I think all of y'all need to practice it at your own end. Like I mentioned, you can keep those cushions below the knees, or you can do it without the cushions if you're able to do. Then something for the arms that we did, and then we did a forward bend while sitting down. So these 3-4 things you can do before you get into Kurmasana. Okay, so we'll do it again. If you all want to join, you all can start again with us. So first you sit in Vajrasana, then you extend your legs one by one. Bend your legs, try and place your arms below your knees. And this is the final position. I will send you my PowerPoint with the key points. So right now, I'm just showing you with the help of the video. So I hope the key points are clear, or do you want me to repeat?
Repeat.
So the toes are pointed out, as you can see. Both the legs, both the sides of the toes are pointed out. As you can see, the shoulder is on the ground. Both the arms are below the knee. And also try and keep them straight at the shoulder level. So both the arms are just right below the knee. And the upper body should touch the ground. There should be no gap between your upper body and the back. These are some of the key points. Shoulders are on the ground, chin is on the ground, and the gaze is forward. Right? So now you can dismount. Now we will move on to the second compulsory asana, which is Shalabhasana. So before that, we will do some warm-ups. So you can also tag along and do. These are just the warm-ups for the Shalabhasana. So let's raise your legs up, how much ever is possible, one by one. You need to place your palms below your thighs, just like Shalabhasan that we do. So right leg up and then the left leg. So continue doing it. For next panel. Next, we will do the next set of exercises. Please have a look. Get onto the knees and then kick your legs up. And when you're kicking up, also try and look on top as much as possible. If you look up, you will be able to get your bends in a better manner. Next, we will move on to the next set of warm-ups. For those of you who are beginners, you can just try and place your feet one by one back against the wall. You need to go back slowly, place your chest on the ground. Since he is very flexible, he is able to do this. And the toes should be pointed up. So try and place your legs against the wall fully. So basically there should be no gap. I can see some of them just, I think there's a gap between the legs and the wall. So try to reduce it. Yeah, I think Miss Zubi, if I'm correct. I'm not sure if I got your name right. So try and place your toes against the wall. It is basically in a pointed manner, if you can see. Some of y'all are doing this. Please don't do that. Just go against the wall like this. As you can see. So this is how you can practice and hold on. And then slowly get down. And then do a relaxation technique by bending forward. Because you need to do a contra asana or a contra stretch. So you can do this. So these were some of the warm-ups before the compulsory asana, which is Shalabhasana. Now he is getting into the main asana, which is Shalabhasana. So kindly note that for the final asana, your holding time is 15 seconds, 1-5. So he has just been able to lift. After practicing for a longer time, he's been able to do this. So this is your asana for the final round. You may not be able to do it right now, but please practice it against the wall. Yes, Devanshi. Dismount pannidu.
Ma'am, for which age group is this asanas?
14 to 18. Like I mentioned yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
And this is the
very much.
final round. Yeah, because of some issue, I was not able to present the PowerPoint to you. So
Is
you
it
would have
the
got
last day?
details of the same. So this is for
Teacher,
14 to 18 years.
is this the last
So,
day
sorry, last day for?
for yoga?
That you'll have to ask either Jairam sir or Sudhakar ji.
Okay, teacher.
So
Yes,
we
yes.
will do again if you want to practice again. This is Purna Shalabhasan. We are repeating it again. By placing your hands below your thighs. You bend your legs at the knee and then with a jerk you can take it up. Holding time is 15 seconds, after which you need to dismount very slowly. So I understand it will need your practice against the wall. Which we showed earlier. You keep practicing like your body muscle will remember that you have to lift your legs up. So there's a lot of muscle memory that's going to be involved for all of you. So now let's move on to the third asana. So now we are going on to the third one, for which we need some balancing on the hips. So since some of y'all are beginners, y'all can do this. Try and sit erect. Balance on the hips. Crisscross your legs a bit. And hold your arms, or rather the elbows. First, we will start with that. And every 20 to 30 seconds, you can do this and then take a break. Now let's take a break again. You can bend forward just to relax a bit. Or you can do some twisting. So we'll do this again. We'll get into the balancing. This is the first step. Crisscross your legs. Hold on to your elbows. Your back is straight. Your gaze is straight. So continue to hold for 10 seconds to 20 seconds, right up to 1 minute slowly. And when you're not able to hold, you can relax. Then Garbha Pindasana will involve Padmasana. So this is how you can initially start. You extend your leg, keep it against the opposite hip joint. So you can do this initially to get the feel of Padmasana. So he's doing it now with the other leg. So you have to make sure that the knees are on the ground. So he's just lifting it, placing the toes and the ankle on the opposite hip joint. The Kalpana. Okay, so now he's getting into the main asana, which is Garbha Pindasana. So kindly just observe first. We will repeat it again. You have to extend your legs. And then get into Padmasana. And then take your left arm in between the legs. Your arms are to be together. Initially, it's going to take some sort of practice. So as you can see, the key points are that you are balancing on the hips. The back is straight, and the toes are pointing out and up. And in front, as you can see, the arms are joined and the hands are placed on the cheeks. Holding time is 15 seconds, and slowly you can dismount. So you can remove your arms one by one and then extend your legs. So you can take a break if you like and do it again. So first of all, you'll have to get into the initial balancing that I told you about by sitting on the hips and taking your legs up in a crisscross manner. Then you can start practicing with Ardha Padmasana, which we also showed you, and you keep practicing it. Then you need to sit in Padmasana, that is full Padmasana, for at least 10 seconds, 20, 30, like that. Just keep increasing with the Padmasana. And then we will get into the final asana, which my student is going to show again. So let us start. Sitting down, Vajrasana, then extend your legs out. And then getting into Padmasana first. Then put in your arm one by one, the right arm in between the legs. And at the same time, try and lift your legs up. So as you can see, he is balancing. The upper arm are held or touching each other. And the hands. So this is the final posture which you're supposed to do for your final round. Putting in your arms will take some sort of practice, like I mentioned. So please don't get disheartened. Keep practicing and you will reach your final asana. Now let us dismount slowly. So first you will release your arms and then slowly extend your legs. So next, we are moving on to some warm-ups for the next asana. Next asana is Baddha Parivritta Parshvakonasana, which is a twisting asana. So all of y'all can just get up and start with the warm-up for this particular asana. So this is to strengthen your thighs and legs. Next, we will do some twisting. twisting one. Can do some twisting again against the railing or against the wall, or you can even hold a chair and do some twisting. Because the asana you're going to do will involve some sort of twisting and your leg strength. So now he's getting into the final asana. So kindly just observe. This is Baddha Parivritta Parshva Kon Asana. Parivritta means twisting. So you need to twist. Okay, we are doing a slight variation. So after your twisting, you can get into Trikona Asana, which you might have tried. So this is the simple Trikona Asana. And twisting to the other side. Yeah. Now we'll get into Parivritta Trikonasana, which is twisting towards the back. So the hand is placed on the feet and then he's twisting himself completely towards the back. So this is Parivritta Trikonasana. Again, as you can see, he has placed his hand on the legs and he has twisted his body and he's looking up. So we'll do again one more time. Parivritta Trikonasana, twisting. And then look up if you can. Yes. Now we'll go into our asana, which is Parivritta Parshvakon Asana. Spread your legs out. Bend the left knee. Your leg should be at 90 degrees. The one that is getting bent. And then you have to twist one arm at the back and the other arm will go below the thigh. And this leg, as you can see, it is straight. No bend at the knee. And if you see, he's catching, one hand is in a fist and he's catching the other wrist. So if you see, this is the Parivritta Parshvakon Asana, which means twisted. And then, so this is how it will look. This is towards the back side. So right now he is facing against the camera and in the final posture, he is twisting it. Now you can relax and maybe do again. This is, he's showing you by doing it towards the camera. So twist. The front knee is at 90 degrees. The other leg is flat on the ground. The feet, the whole leg is stretched. The other hand is holding the wrist, and one hand is in fist. And he has taken one arm back, and the other arm comes from below. Now slowly get out of it. So these are the 4 asanas for the final round. I have tried to show the warm-ups for each of them. And hopefully you can remember them and then practice it on your side. Over to you. Jairam sir or Sudhakar ji?
जी
सुधनकर सर नहीं आए। दिशा मैम, आप अभी होस्ट बन
नहीं
गए
है।
हो, मैंने आपको होस्ट बना दिया है दिशा मैम।
बोलो,
अच्छा,
बोलिए
हाँ।
जी। बोलो, anything from us
Recording
to add?
stopped.
so I'll share the PowerPoint with the theory key points. That is, I'll share it with Sudhakar
Recording
ji
in
and
progress.
Fine.
then he can post it on the group for the athletes.
No,
And then
even that
anything
part
else?
can be
Anything
shared
else?
here. Is possible? No.
Yeah. If you can give me 1 minute, I'll just log out and log in again, and then I can show you the key points.
No problem. No problem. It is okay. It is okay. Until now, even list some critical limitations of the screen and all, you have performed, you have managed very nicely. That is appreciable.
Okay, then I'll share the PowerPoint to you or to Sudhakar ji. Maybe you all can share it with the athletes in the group.
Sure,
Yeah, okay.
sure.
Thank you so much.
We also thank you so much on behalf of our whole team.
Yeah, I'll be switching, giving you the host.
Jignesh Bhai is managing from that side. Hello, Jignesh Bhai.
हाँ हाँ
We
सर,
are
हमको अभी होस्ट बना दिया है दिशा मैम
Yes,
ने।
yes.
So now you can control over everything.
Correct. No, she is trying to show the highlight. The PowerPoint if possible. Otherwise, she will give the PowerPoint to us. We will share in the groups and to the individuals.
Yes, right.
Now I won't be able to share, sir. If you have time, I can share it. You have to make me co-host again.
You, Jignesh Bhai, co-host बना दो बहन को.
कर सकते हैं कंप्यूटर्स
Hello.
में।
Co-host बनाइए बहन को.
नो सर, जयराम भाई
ये
को अभी मेन होस्ट बना दिया है दिशा मैम ने।
हाँ मेरे को
तो अभी अब को होस्ट और स्क्रीन शेयरिंग आप ही कर सकेंगे।
कौन मैं?
हाँ हाँ, आपको कर दिया है होस्ट सर।
नहीं नहीं तो मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा. आई डोंट हैव दैट प्रैक्टिस. बताइए मेरे को. यू हैव टू गाइड मी. अदरवाइज इफ यू कैन
अभी
बिकम एन.
अभी अभी सुधाकर सर का जो नाम है ना, उसमें आप ऑप्शन में जाए तो उसमें होस्ट और को होस्ट का ऑप्शन आएगा, तो उसमें आप इनेबल कर दीजिए। तो मैं यहाँ से
नहीं नहीं मैं कहाँ से. मेरे को साइन इन करना पड़ेगा. साइन इन हो गया है.
हाँ हो गया है। आप तो ऑलरेडी हो ना सर ऑनलाइन ही।
नहीं मैं ऑनलाइन हूँ लेकिन मेरे को ईमेल. मैं अगर साइन इन करने जा रहा हूँ तो ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड मांग रहा है।
फिल नहीं करना है सर आपको।
तो बोलो बोलो बताओ मैं
आपको जो सुधाकर साहब का जो अभी दिख रहा है ना स्क्रीन पे, उसका विंडो जो भी
इनका विंडो।
ढूंढो। अभी हम जो जो भी ऑनलाइन है उसमें से सुधाकर साहब का ढूंढो, के नाम के करके, के नाम पर्पल कलर का।
नहीं, आई कुड नॉट सी शिवांगी यूजर अब्दुल 4K देवांशी और मैं किस साइड है दैट